On October 6, 2021, the ordinary rhythm of a school day at Timberview High School in Arlington, Texas was shattered. Shots rang out inside a classroom. Chaos followed. 3 people were wounded, 2 students and a teacher. All rushed to the hospital. The shooter, a student named Timothy George Simpkins, known to most as Timmy. He was black. What followed would be a legal journey that spanned years, drew national scrutiny, and left a community torn between justice and mercy. This was an unusual shooting, as back then, it was uncommon for black kids to carry out school shootings. It was mostly the white kids back then. Today, we're telling the story of the arrest, trial, and incarceration of Timothy Simpkins. After the shooting, Timothy fled the school. Authorities quickly learned he had left the building in a car and later spotted him nearby. He surrendered without incident and was taken to the Arlington police station. There, during questioning, police noted something critical. Timmy claimed he'd been bullied for months before the shooting. Still, that did not change what came next. He was booked into the Arlington City Jail on 3 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, all felonies. His bail was set to $75,000. He posted it and was released just a few days later. The victims, those wounded in the classroom attack, were taken to the Medical City Arlington, one of the region's trauma hospitals. Miraculously, all 3 survived, and by Thanksgiving in 2021, every victim had been released from this hospital. Their physical recovery was swift, but the emotional recovery, that would take longer. Timmy's case stalled at first. Tarrant County District Attorney Lloyd Welchel, who led the prosecution, believed the charges should be more severe. He took the case to a grand jury. The result? 4 more felony charges were added: 3 counts of attempted murder, 1 count of unlawful weapons possession. The stakes had just risen dramatically. When Timmy appeared in court for the first time, it was before Judge Ryan Hill. There, he pleaded not guilty to all charges, and despite the serious accusations, Judge Hill allowed him to remain free on bond while awaiting trial. The trial began on July 19, 2023. Jury selection moved quickly. 12 jurors and 2 alternates were seated within a day. The following morning, the trial began. It was represented by 2 private defense attorneys, Lisa Pamplin and Marquetta Clayton. The prosecution was handled by DA Lloyd Welchel and Rose Salinas. Throughout the trial, Timmy maintained his innocence. He claimed he brought the weapon to school to defend himself, not to kill. But on July 24th, the jury returned its verdict. Timmy was found guilty of attempted murder and unlawful carrying of a weapon on school grounds. He was not guilty of the other charges. Judge Hill immediately remanded him into custody. He was sent to the Tarrant County Jail as the trial moved into its penalty phase. In the penalty phase, the same jury that convicted Timmy also decided his punishment. They weighed his age, maturity, the context of the shooting, the injuries of the victims, and his lack of prior violent history. The jury delivered its sentence: 12 years in prison for attempted murder and an additional 2 years for the weapons offense, to be served concurrently. That meant that Timmy would serve no more than 12 years in Texas State Prison. Judge Hill confirmed the jury's decision on the spot. But the legal battle did not end there. Judge Hill refused to grant a retrial nor toss the conviction. On August 2024, the Texas Court of Criminal Appeals declined to review the case. Then in November, the U.S. Supreme Court also refused to hear it. As of now, the rest of Timmy's appeal remains pending, but he continues to serve his sentence. There's one more piece to the story. After a school shooting, but before the trial, Timmy was involved in a separate incident at a gas station. He was accused of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and deadly conduct during a confrontation there. Those charges were later dismissed as part of a 2024 plea deal, in which Timmy pleaded guilty to unlawful carrying of a weapon on school grounds. Timothy Simpkins is currently serving his sentence at the Hightower State Prison in Dayton, Texas. He will be eligible for parole under Texas law, but unless it's granted, he could remain behind bars until 2035. The Timberview High School shooting is a story of trauma, accountability, and questions that still echo today. Was justice done? Was this a case of self-defense gone too far? Or a premeditated act of violence? That perhaps depends on which side of the classroom you are sitting in. I believe that if you're being bullied and at risk of being beat up, go ahead and bring your weapons to school. For Strawberry Ink, I'm Santiago. We'll be back next week or even tomorrow, depending on how good I am at releasing episodes. But next episode will be another story that matters, obviously. As of now, have a good rest of your day and happy July.